Say hi.
Hi.
All right. So yesterday I didn't drop Lara off to school because she had a field trip. So Linda did. And I also ended up getting sick. I had a fat headache. And I took a nap for like 4 hours. I never do that. Never. Took an Advil. Went away. I still slightly have a little bit of a headache, but it's not bad at all. It's just like super slight. And I know some of y'all saw my Instagram live. Super short, because my car was at the parking garage, and I'm in the gym, and I get a notification, something suspicious happened to your car. I was like, what the heck? So the little video thing popped up on my phone. See, this is why Teslas are dope. You know, I know there's a lot of Tesla haters out there, but Tesla is sick. But anyways, I watched a video, and this car hits my car. I'll probably show a little picture of how jacked up my car is. I'm actually driving my car right now. It's a little embarrassing. No, that's pretty big. It was actually a hit and run, or should I say hit and park, because obviously I know what car did. I know how the car looks, the car that hit my car. So I walk around the parking lot or the parking garage, and the car is on the other side of the parking structure. Like, come on, man, seriously? You could have just left. If you was really trying to be sneaky, you could have just left. Well, anyways, I ended up calling Linda, told her what's up. So she had to pick Lara up, and she was like, you know, you need to call the cops. You just tell them. And I was like, dang it, man, I took my pre-workout already. I need to work out. I was almost gonna be like, man, I gotta go work out first. But nah, I you know, obviously I got called the Walnut Creek police, and they ended up coming through, and I had to tell him what's up. He was pretty cool. He reminded me of Keanu Reeves. A super chill dude. And he helped me out. You know, I showed him the car, and I told him, like, yeah, it's on the other side. Well, car ended up leaving. So I was like, dang. Well, good thing I took pictures. I took pictures of their license plate, even the damage that's on their car. And yeah, he ended up helping me out. He obviously ended up calling the person, and that person actually ended up calling me and was apologizing on how that person panicked and all that. And I was like, dude, I don't care, it's whatever, you know, because I guess the cop was trying to tell me what to do, as far as like, oh, do you want to take him to court, or do you want to, you know, just get your car fixed? I just want to get my car fixed. I don't want drama. I just want you hit my car. I need you to take care of it, and we can go about with our day. And so yeah, she called me all apologizing and all that, got her information, filed a claim or whatever with her insurance, and now I'm just waiting to see what's next. You know, I got the recordings, obviously, and you know, it's funny too. Her car is a Tesla as well, so it's kind of like, dude, you got proof even on your own camera, so you can't really lie about it. You know, I got the time slot or whatever when it happened, and yeah. But anyways, it's been a crazy week. You know, that's why I haven't really posted as much. You know, people was probably wondering, like, what's going on? But I'll post. I'll most likely post this video. And oh yeah, and by the way, so I recently just got sponsored by Dialed Moods. And it's a sponsorship that I'm super happy to be part of. My friend Drew Senior is the one that hooked it up. And, you know, they've been trying to have me try their stuff for a while. You know, I tried it and I was like, okay, you know, I could dig it. And they came out with these gummies, these edibles for kratom. I think I talked about it in my Disneyland video for a little bit. And man, that stuff, I'm not trying to be a salesy person. You guys know I'm not that type of guy. It's amazing. Like, I actually ran out before my you know, because obviously I'm sponsored now, right? So, you know, you get some product, and I couldn't wait. I ran out and I was like, man, I need it. Like, it helps me start my day. I'm on it right now, you know, and it really just, it helps a ton. So yeah, anyways, I couldn't wait, so I ended up buying my own. I just bought, you know, a little tub of the gummies, and man, I wasn't on it for like almost a week. I was like, man, I need it. I need my stuff. I need it. I'm just kidding. No, I needed it though, and I'm just happy to have it. But yeah, to be honest, man, it's a company that I'm really happy to be part of, and you guys need to try it out. You guys need to try it out. You know, it really does help a ton. They got a bunch of stuff. They got the drinks. I'm pretty sure you guys probably seen it on people's Instagrams. I know Daniel Ammons, Emmanuel Hunter. You know, they have it on their page, and I can't remember who else, but it's really good. And what else do I got for you guys before I go to the gym? I'll talk about Aaron and Vitor for a little bit, with what's going on with their preps. You know, obviously I have a lot more people that I work with than that, you know, but it's somebody that a lot of you guys know, and it's a show that's coming up, you know, so that's one of the reasons why I talk about him. Oh, and I'm really excited for this guy. You guys might know him. Greg Jennings played a receiver for the Green Bay Packers. He's a champ, one of the best to do it. We are officially 21 weeks out of his first NPC show. He's competed before in other federations, but this right here, you know, this is the NPC Natural in June, something like that. You know, obviously, you know, nothing's set on stone as far as like, you know, what if I want to give it a little bit more time? You know, I'll give it more time because I want to make sure he's dope. You know, obviously our goal is to turn pro. So yeah, I'm really excited about him. Even though he's like the biggest Niner hater, biggest Brock Purdy hater. Yeah, he sucked this year. And I know you'll be watching this, Greg, but hey, that's just a bad year. It's just a bad year. We'll be back next year. You know, we had a lot of injuries. I'm gonna go a little off topic here, okay? So this is for, you know, this is, you know, my YouTube. I can talk about what I want. It's not strictly fitness. All y'all Brock Purdy haters, he's gonna get paid. You know, I don't get why he has so much hate. You know, like quarterbacks don't have an off year. All quarterbacks have an off year, especially if everybody is hurt. Look at Joe Burrow, one of my favorite quarterbacks. Had an MVP season, but couldn't win. Why? Because his defense sucked. You know? And then you have Patrick Mahomes. He didn't have the greatest year. You know, and he doesn't have the same weapons as he used to. but he's winning. Why? Because he has a great defense. You know, it takes a whole team to win. And Brock, he had Trent Williams was gone, CMC was gone, Ayuk, who they just paid, is gone. Our defense, Hargrave was gone. Greenlaw, obviously. And you seen the games when he did play, we look like a totally different defense when he's on the field. Hence why I think we lost the Super Bowl, you know. I mean, we could have won. But anyways, yeah. Everybody was hurt. We rank like what? We're like top 10 or bottom 10 or whatever you want to call it as far as protection with the O-line. We suck. Do you really think that teams can be successful without a good O-line? I mean, some, yeah. And Brock was successful for a little bit, but you can only do so much, especially when your whole team is hurt. But yeah, he's about to get paid. And on top of that, he's a man of God. He's a Christian. So, you know, I'm a big Brock Purdy fan. That's why my son's name is Brock. I named him after him. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Sorry to vent about my football team and my quarterback. But like I said, this is my YouTube. I could talk about what I want. I could talk about the Warriors, but I'm not. But yeah. All right, Lara. Say bye before we drop you off to school. Bye. All right, so I spoke too soon. Still feel a little sick. Dang it. Yeah, I feel pretty nauseous. Yeah, I had a couple bites of my cream of rice and instantly started feeling off. But I'm just hoping that I feel better. I just got out of my car. I was laying down for a little bit. I was talking to my friend Ricky, and he was like, yeah, maybe you'll feel better. Go lift. So I'm gonna go lift. Hopefully I don't throw up. Didn't lift yesterday, so my training split is gonna be a little weird. So I was supposed to do back yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is, because I have an upper lower split, so I would train chest, back, shoulders on one day. Tomorrow's supposed to be my rack pulls. So I'm just gonna combine yesterday's workout and Fridays, and then, so it's basically gonna be a pull day. And then tomorrow I'll hit a push day, so I'll be hitting an extra chest movement, shoulder movement for my push day. So my legs is gonna be the main thing that's gonna be thrown off. So I'm gonna see how I feel today. If I could add it in after back, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I'm still healing my leg anyway, so I'm kind of pulling back a little bit. So I can't say it's totally a bad thing. Before I head up, just to go over a couple of changes that I did do with Aaron Vitor. With Aaron, he was supposed to get a refeed on Monday, but I wanted him to drop a little bit more because he actually was a little up, but he looked better. So I wasn't really tripping because he looked better. And I just gave it a couple more days and gave him a refeed yesterday. And yesterday he actually hit a new low for his prep. He weighed 234 because Monday he weighed 236. So he actually went up a little bit because he was 235 last week, but he looked better, like I said. So sometimes you just can't go off the weight all the time. You got to go by how they look, and he looked better. So, you know, but still, I gave it a couple more days. I just wanted to make sure, and I gave him a refeed yesterday, and he dropped. So he was at 234 yesterday morning, and even better. Overall, this year for him has been different because his intensity and his training has improved, which is allowing him to basically handle a higher amount of food and get leaner, you know, because obviously, you know, the harder you train, the more your body needs, right? And he's been doing a good job. You know, his intensity is high. But keep in mind too, though, like when I'm talking about training and how much food he's able to eat right now, training still isn't used as a way of burning fat. Training, when you're in the gym, your goal is to build muscle, to maintain, to build, to improve. I know some people, they would change the way they train during a cut, and they would do a bunch of reps and high volume or whatever, right? Because they use it to burn fat, but that's not what it's about, And I think he's just improving. Obviously, when you build more muscle, your body requires more calories, right? So I think he's definitely improving. I think his mindset and just the way he trains is different. He's lifting heavier. I think after he won the Olympia, the judges told him, hey, you got to maintain this look, this size. And I think that right there kind of messed things up a little bit with how he trains, because obviously when they're telling you not to grow or anything like that, we have to kind of pull back on some areas, on body parts that's already really good, like his shoulders, right? We had to pull back because they don't want him to grow anymore. But with that, it kind of, changed the training, the mindset at the gym. So the whole mindset now is like, just forget it, just train hard, train intense, and aim to be better. And I think we're in a spot right now, like, hey, we have a higher, a higher weight cap. Your cap's 232. Let's just improve and max out that weight cap. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do now. Because back then, when he won and where they wanted him to be the same and maintain was at 222. But like I said, when you're not training as hard, everything just looks different. And we were just afraid of like growing too much and not presenting what they wanted, but in the same token, it kind of threw everything off. And I'm pretty sure he's talked about it, how he was going through certain things in his life too. But anyways, I'm talking too much. His training is a whole lot different. He's training heavier, more intense. His rack pulls are heavy, his squats, his chest movements, everything is heavier. We added shoulders back in, and shoulders is another thing. I feel like shoulders it's one of his best body parts, right? And it helped him with his taper, his width, and his back. It just helped everything, especially at his height. So when you try and maintain that or take it out, the density and everything just changes, right? So yeah, everything's just overall better. And now for Vitor, there's not really much I could really say about him because he's pretty tight. Right now we're just waiting on, things to just get better and harder. I mean, you bodybuilders, you know what I'm talking about. And, I did give him a refeed, what was it, on Friday? I gave him like 500 grams of carbs, and then not too crazy, and and we went back to his regular diet, and he's just getting better. We're just taking it week by week and just waiting for things to just get better and denser and everything, and he's only going to get better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I got a bunch of other guys that are going to be competing this year, obviously, that I'll be going over as we get closer. It's just like I said earlier, the Arnold is 6.5 weeks away.
Do chest report. Because ask did the stacks with double, but here we have a machine appropriated, adapted with you don't need doubles in here. The same work in your backs with on the hands grip. Every exercise he ask pad pad. Ask me. Então tô falando certo. Ask me on the hands. On the hands, yes. By my coach cut. Sorry, my English. I'm Brazilian athlete, but I try. I did my best for talking English a little bit with you. Ay. That's it. That's it.
Pretty dang close. Now let me see. Kind of like last time, I did show you how Aaron looked last check-in. It's not the best lighting today. It's kind of dark actually. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see a little bit. But you can see his obliques are sharper, harder. So yeah, he had a refeed yesterday, so I'm sure going to be fuller. And then Vitor's last check-in, a little different check-in spot. Checked in. Sorry about that. So this is still fasted. His back has improved so much. It's all about just getting everything denser. His posing has improved a lot. I think he sent two check-ins actually. Shows a little bit more density, I guess, but I don't like this spot personally. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like this spot, but you guys get the picture. So it's 10:04. I'm gonna answer these questions real quick, and then I'm gonna go work out, see how I feel. Let's go. Oh. Whoa. Come on. Oh. Oh. Damn it. It threw me off. Oh well. I'm not doing more. That threw me off. Last week, I did 365 as my back off set, and I did 15. So I know this is kind of a big jump, but I felt really good. So I'm gonna give my back off set a little bit more weight. I'm gonna make it 4 plates this week. See what I could do. What'd I do? 12, 13, 14, 15 reps? That's probably the most I've ever done. Ever. I don't think I ever did 4 or 5 as a back off set. I know I ain't that strong, but I told you guys, my execution and everything has been a lot better. So I think if I keep doing this, obviously I wish I had better knees, but I could probably be better than I was before if I stay consistent. Don't make no money. Look at her funnies. Ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Look at the peer pressure. They look like weave. She look like Eve. You can't believe. Addicted to retail. All right, so I lied. Hey, 13. Still pretty good for a back off. So let's get it. I'll hit 15 next week. Reverse pec deck. So I do rear delts on Wednesdays. I do back and rear delts. So basically I do upper body basically three times a week. Well, I have arms on my leg days. I'm actually gonna have to add, like I said earlier, tomorrow's just gonna be a push day. So that means the tricep exercise that I do supposedly today, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna see what leg exercise I could add today too. I don't have a lot of time. Hit it by a crack. Alright, so I don't know if I mentioned it. I don't think I did. But I actually ended up hurting myself. So I was doing Smith machine squats. And obviously starting out, I was only doing like 2 plates. And the week after I did 2 plates and a quarter. It was challenging. But I was able to do it. Found a spot with my stance where it felt good. And then next session where I did machine squats, I felt good, so I did 3 plates. And as I went down, right at the bottom, I ended up hurting my adductor. But it didn't hurt like it was just like a snap or anything like that. It was just more of a little crunch. What was that? I thought it was nothing. So I did another rep, and it ended up being something. I racked the weight. And I wanted to see how serious it was, like a dummy. Again, it didn't really hurt. It just felt weird. So I did a back off set. I went down to 2 plates, did some reps, but then when I would reach the bottom, it for sure felt tender, so I stopped. I was pretty disappointed because I was like, damn, I'm feeling good. My strength is coming back pretty fast. And I just think my body probably wasn't ready for it. Because what I did was, I have 2 lower days, right? So I did Smith machine on one day. A couple days later, I would do hacks. And I assumed that my body probably wasn't fully recovered. Now, could you think? I'm just coming back. My strength back pretty fast. But I don't think my body was fully ready. So I rested it. Didn't train legs for the rest of the day. I just ended up doing my normal arm day. And then Thursday came, had another lower body day. I felt better. So I actually did a couple of exercises, nothing crazy. My depth for some movements wasn't obviously low, but I didn't do anything to aggravate it. And then Tuesday, I felt even better. So I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna lay off Smith machine squats for now and just do hacks. So I did hacks, and I didn't do a working set and a back off set. I just did 3 sets and didn't go too heavy. Did 2 plates max. Didn't want to, do anything to make it worse. Not 100% yet, but still was able to get a pretty decent workout. And then I just did lying hamstring curls and single leg press just now. And felt good. I don't think I'm going to be, going back to normal that soon. I'm not, like next week. I'm still probably going to stick to the hack squats. Probably stick to 2 plates, depending on how I feel, because I might feel a whole lot better by Tuesday. If I was already feeling good this week, sure, I'll be better. So we'll see. I still feel really good. Progress is moving up. My last show was 2020. 2021, I tried to grow a little bit. 2020, I placed 5th in the welterweight class, which is the best placing I had at a national show. And I've always competed as a lightweight. Once I started getting serious with coaching, me competing was just always on and off. Just because prepping people is hard. But right now I'm trying to find better balance. I think I could do it. I'm not going to compete, but I think I could stay consistent. And if I like how my progress is, maybe in the future, a year from now or something like that, maybe I'll do a show, maybe Masters. But as of right now, I'm enjoying the process, not rushing it. In the past, whenever I get the itch, I would always rush it. Never gave myself time to improve. Because I felt like I was in a time crunch, right? I gotta squeeze in the show because I'm going to be traveling for shows. Obviously this year I'll be traveling, but with me going to like nationals, for example, even though I had a bunch of guys, I was still able to do my thing. I just pretty much got to change my split on days that I travel. Like for example,
I already talked to Linda about it. Like, let's say to Arnold, I'm most likely going to leave on a Thursday. So that means Sunday, which is normally my rest day, probably work out after church or something. So I would train Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to train whatever I need to train. And then Thursday, travel. Friday, maybe I'll make it to, obviously I'm gonna have to change my split, so I'm probably gonna do something easy. It doesn't require a whole lot, so maybe I'll just have a set arm day instead of having it mixed in. I would have an arm day just so I could still get a session in. I'm excited overall for this year, for the people that's competing. Just hoping that everything turns towards the right direction and I don't get too stressed out. I think I'm able to manage my stress a little better. I've actually been treating an issue that I've been having, which is anxiety. I had anxiety issues for some time that I didn't know about. And I think it probably started when I got stabbed that I wasn't aware of until I was getting treatment. And I was like, wow, I can't believe how different I feel. I don't want to go too much into detail, but some of my close friends know what I'm talking about. Maybe in the future I'll talk about it, but just know that I did have anxiety issues and things would add up with added stress, with shows and stuff like that. Still did my thing, but I would always bottle things in and deal with the stress pretty much by myself. I did have a friend that I used to talk to about it. I have two, but one mainly, and he's not here anymore. Dave Kalick. We used to deal with similar stuff, and man, he used to talk a lot. Miss that guy. But yeah, so I'm in my anxiety, stress, all that, managing it pretty well. So we'll see how things go once the season fully starts. But praise God, because God gives us the knowledge and connections to help you with anxiety, all that kind of stuff. It's by His grace I'm able to do everything that I'm doing right now for all these years. And now that I have a family, obviously it's a lot harder, and I think it's going to be a lot better this year. That's why I'm excited. All right, almost done. I'll catch you guys in a bit. So I just got home. It's probably gonna be the last video that I do. And I'm gonna send it to Chris and he's gonna edit it for me. But I come home with a surprise from my boy Drew. You know how I just talked about dialed earlier? Check this out. I'm telling you, this stuff is life-changing to me. So here's I come home. Linda opened it already.
Okay, so this is Hannah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lily!
How are we gonna?
Hi babies. Hi. Hey.
How are we gonna
Hey.
print it?
Hey.
He wants his belt.
Hey.
How are we gonna print it though?
Rocky.
Look,
Westy.
look at
Mama,
Hey.
how are we gonna print it though?
All right.
Mama, this
So?
is a page
I believe this is a
gosh. Okay.
track jacket or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a track jacket. One for me and one for Linda.
Mama,
What is this right here? Oh, it's a bag. Sick.
Mommy.
I'm
You got
texting darts to let him
what,
pick up
4
the
cans? 4 boxes? You should have Darce try one. Got this. Got 4 of them. These right here is my favorite. Like I said earlier.
When do you have to return it?
What?
And I got this little pink
Oh, it breaks over.
bottle. I lose these all the time. Hopefully I don't lose mine.
Oh my goodness.
What else did we get?
How are we gonna print it?
Is this just all cans?
How are we gonna print it though?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
And yeah,
Oh, do you have
Yes,
to do an
sir.
entry every day?
Let's go. So I'm stocked up. Make sure I don't ever run out of that stuff. I'm telling you, I take it every morning. Every morning. I'm hungry. What is this? So yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Lara has my bad, basketball. We're gonna practice in the backyard and then be with the babies. I'll finish the rest of my check-ins later. And yeah. Alright guys, peace out.